They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars at LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Dropping back, it's Reed. Got a man, it's Marshall. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Here's the pressure. He's got an open man. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Wants to throw on first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. On the run, still looking. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Want another play. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Hagan. Shakes off the defender. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. BYU lines up quickly. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on third. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Cougar!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Back to pass, it's Reed. He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
The sure hands, it's Porter. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Makes the catch. It's Porter. There he goes. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like, spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
They're dealing with a second and long. They just keep firing, using his feet to buy time. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's complete, and he will score! Touchdown, BYU!
This offense is high-octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the left. At the 35, he's got room. Touchdown, Tulane. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. He's got him this time. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. He'll get rid of it. All alone as he catches it. Oh, he's got some space. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll throw it from the red zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them: calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart, understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down.
Looking for the end zone, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar.
And I love how this offensive coordinator uses all of his playmakers and all of the speed. This is a guy that we've seen hurt defenses before catching the football, but you can get him involved in the running game as well with the option play. You get him on the perimeter. He's the pitch man. Nobody accounting for him. It's an easy walk-in score for the offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Scrambling away. Uncorks one to the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Now he's looking into the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you.
21, Tulane, 14.
So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A 3rd down try for the offense. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field.
35 in punt formation to kick it away.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. The quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. You do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals of taking care of the football. It just has to do better moving forward.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Release to the back. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away.
Number 35, on to kick it away.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse. Move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again.
He'll take the deep shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So the offense will go for it around midfield. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Right on target this time. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman, but just a guy you...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Looking to scramble. On his feet at the 40. Hard-hitting tackle.
This quarterback showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because first down he got sacked, second in California, he's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the first down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this third down manageable now. Let's see if he can make another play here and keep his offense on the field.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on down. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. BYU right back to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Takes the easy one to the back. Breaks into the open. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Offense set on first down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down.
Timeout, BYU.
Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Moves away as he feels pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It's third and long. Let's see if he's got enough juice in that arm. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Unable to get it out of their own territory, the ball will be spotted at the 45-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. That's reeled in, it's Porter. Turning it on!
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to pass on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw. But with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Pressure coming. And he'll avoid the tackle on the slide.
The number one key for this defense coming into this game was finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football. And guys, they have not done a good job of that early in this game. He has been able to get out of the pocket, whether it's been designed runs or scrambles like on what we just saw. The defense has got to start changing it up. They need to spy him more, I think, moving forward.
They'll run the toss. Shoots his way for more. Ball is loose.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. It's complete on the right side. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
If you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving yards.
He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Complete to the left. Touchdown, BYU! They take the lead with the 6.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Colorado State is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by just 4 to Wyoming. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet at the 40. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Makes the grab. It's Wallace. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Tulane right back to the line.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
He'll pull it down. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. Back to throw, it's Reed. Quickly to the tight end. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Third down, money down. Go to the guy you know you can trust. It doesn't have to be a long gainer, but work those guys over the middle of the field. Nice job, nice chemistry between the tight end and the quarterback.
Looking downfield on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wallace. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. The short hands. It's Wallace. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And they'll try it again after getting nothing on second down. It's third and goal from the 3. Grabbed behind the line. It's Porter. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater.
And that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
The offense trying to find a way on fourth and goal from the 2. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Tulane.
This defense trying to stand tall on fourth and goal from the 2. On the move. Not only will he not get in, they'll stop him behind the line at the 4.
And listen, we know this QB wants to take off. Fourth down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
To the ground with the back. There he goes. Found some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6. BYU lines up quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Grabbed near the marker. It's Hagan. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. BYU has this offense clicking. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He wants to throw it. Looking for a deep man. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
And they've converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but a third and long is a different animal. Wants to throw it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Let's see what he can do with it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, Dave.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. To the air, it's Reed. Quickly complete. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Wants to fire on second down. That's caught. It's McClure. That's the 20. He's got space. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17. Tulane right back to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now from inside the red zone. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. After the incompletion, they go back up top. The offense coughs it up. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Showing play action. Going for 6. And the dive and the grab along the right sideline. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. South Alabama is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Texas State. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Finds his man. It's Bachmeier. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Makes it past the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
This BYU offense set up with another 1st down. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Now on 2nd down. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. The offense changing the play. To throw, it's Bachmeier. Looking for a huge play. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, this defense is still playing so hard here late in the game in the fourth quarter. Offense taking a shot into the end zone. Defender in incredible position, and he's able to knock that one away incomplete.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Punt is on its way. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's McClure. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Here's a heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last two plays.
Under fire. unleashes one. Finds a man on the right. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. The line of scrimmage is the 43. That leaves this kicker with 60 yards, separating him from a game-winning kick and becoming a legend. And he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
We'll get it started here in overtime. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Here comes the heat. Gets rid of it. Got his man downfield. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Got a man. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Now to keep this overtime drive going on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He wants it all. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. They believe they'll need a touchdown to win this thing. They're going for it on 4th down in overtime. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Bachmeier. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. A big third down play to try to keep the drive alive in overtime. They'll throw on third and short. Got his man. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. First and goal and a touchdown will win it. The snap sets up to throw. Into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
So close to that end zone, and they can win it here on third and goal. He might want another play. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.